What you guys see over here is Central Europe, North Central Europe. The Greeks and Romans named this area Germania. This whole area, Poland included, with Austria, Slovakia, all this place was called Germania. And the Rhine River, together with the Donau River, the Rhine was named Renusflux in Latin, and the Donau was named the Danubusflux. Okay, and this area they called Germania, and they made certain divisions, and the aim was to install client kingdoms over there. So that's why the Romans sent spies to those peoples living here, and by causing trouble, those spies managed to gain political power, and Rome would install them as kings. So you had Greek kingdoms in ancient Germany. And this area here, the Romans called Germania Inferior. Germania Inferior means Lower Germany. From there we have the word Netherlands. Nederland means a low country. This area around here, they named Alemania. And the division remains, today they call it Baden-Württemberg. Derived from the medieval kingdoms Baden and Württemberg. This area they called Bohemia, and the division remained, today is the country Czechia, the Czech Republic. And they made several other divisions, which you can see till today are used. The Greeks and Romans also made certain capitals, like the present-day Maastricht was one of them, was a military colony. You had the ancient city Nabalia, which was centered around here. I believe today they name it Zwolle, because this lake over here was called the Flavus Mare by the Romans. But I don't know the ancient name of Maastricht anymore, but Nabalia, today Zwolle, was one of those colonies. And besides Nabalia, was because the ancient river was also named Nabalia, they also had near the Albusflux, the Albus River, they had the colony Marionis, which today is named Hamburg. And they had several other cities also, and Karlowicz around here, or Karalissa, during the ancient Roman and Greco time, was also a Roman colony, and I believe it's near the present-day Auschwitz, if I'm right. But let me see. I don't see Auschwitz around here. Oh, here. Here's Auschwitz. It's near Karalissa. So now you get a link why they built a concentration camp over there. It's to honor the Greco-Roman culture. Okay? Anyway, Marionis was also a place where some of the Germanic kings and queens and governors would gather together with the Greeks and Romans and people from Britain also to practice human sacrifice, their solstice ceremonies. And till this day, it's an important city. That's why it's also an own Bundesland, as named in German. It's a federal state, an independent state till this day. The Greeks and Romans didn't desire to go to Scandinavia because I think I need to go back. No, England. Because these islands here was called the Scandiaei, the Scandinavian islands by the Greeks and Romans, and there were a lot of sirens around here. So before they wanted to go to Scandia, they had to pass by these islands or go across it, and they would have to face, how do I say it? They had to face sirens. So they decided to remain below here. Well, that was the history of Germania during the Greek and Roman era. I'll later talk about Lusitania.